volume of triangular prisms. Excuse me. All right, so today we've already looked at volume of rectangular prisms, which was
Eric Stillman, please report to the office. Eric Stillman, please report to the office.
so the rectangular prism volume, remember, is volume equals length times width times height, or volume equals the area of the base times the height. Now we can use this one as we find the volume of a triangular prism. So a triangular prism volume we can write as volume equals the area of the base times the height. But the area of the base of a triangular prism is the area of a triangle, which is base times height over 2. So let's do an example and see what that looks like. Here I have a triangle, and I need to know the base and I need to know the height. So what we're going to do here, I'll give you the height is 5 centimeters, and my base, let's say, is 12 centimeters. And this is just a triangle. Let's make this a triangular prism so we could practice our volume here. So I'm going to draw some diagonals off of this triangle, and from each of my vertices I have that diagonal, and so I have a triangular prism here. So the base is a triangle, here's the other base is a triangle, and then my height would be this distance right here, which we'll say is 14 centimeters. And now I need to find my area of my base, and then I'm going to multiply that by my height. The area of my base is 12 times 5 over 2, and I'm going to multiply that by my height. So I have the area of my base times my height. 12 times 5, excuse me, 12 times 5 is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 30 times 14 is going to give me my volume. 30 times 14, that gives me 420 centimeters cubed. So that's the volume of this triangular prism. Let's do another one. For this one, we are going to use a right triangle. So remember, if I have a right triangle with a 90-degree angle right here, one of these sides is going to be my height, and one of these sides is going to be my width, or my base. So let's say this one down here at the bottom is 7 inches, and this side here is 9 inches. And then I have the rest of my prism coming off here like so. So there is my triangular prism. And the height here is going to be, let's say, 13 inches. And now this triangle looks a little bit different than this first one because I had to find my height this way on the first one. On this one, my height is right here. It's this side gives me my height, and this side is my base. So I'm going to plug this stuff into my formula. My volume is my area of my base, which is this triangle. So 9 times 7 over 2, that's the area of this triangle, times my height now, which is 13. That's going to get me my volume. 9 times 7 is 63, so my volume is 63 over 2 times 13. 63 divided by 2 is 31.5. My volume is 31.5 times 13. And that gives me, when I plug that into my calculator, 409.5 inches cubed. Now I'm going to have you guys try one. Here's a you try. And let's draw a triangle like this. I've got my height that is 12 meters, and my width here that's going to be, let's say, 11 meters. And I'm going to draw my rest of my prism there. So now I've got my triangular prism showing. And this length right here, or my height, is going to be, let's say, 15 meters. Go ahead and find the volume of this triangular prism. Pause the video. When you're done finding the volume, unpause, and we're going to check your work together. Go. All right. Now, hopefully you paused, you did this work. Let's check your work together. My volume for my triangular prism is base times height over 2 times the height of my prism. So here is the area of my triangle. Multiply that by the height of the prism. Volume is 12 times 11 over 2 times 15. So I can just plug that stuff into my calculator. 12 times 11 is 132 over 2 times 15. 132 divided by 2 is 66. My volume is 66 times 15, which is 990 meters cubed. Oh, let's put that down there. Let's have you guys do one more on your own. And we're going to draw this one a little bit differently. We're going to draw a triangle like this. And then we're going to draw, let's do it this way. Here we go. And then the rest of the triangle down here. There we go. Now this triangle has a right angle right here. And let's give you the dimensions that you need for this triangle. This side here is going to be 3 centimeters. This side here is going to be 4 centimeters. This length here, I'll just write it down here, same thing, 5 centimeters. And then the height of this is going to be 7 centimeters. Now, you are going to do this. You try. Hopefully you notice there's some piece of information in here that you don't need. There is a piece of information here that you don't need to find the volume. So see if you can figure out what piece that is, and then and do the you try, and then we'll do it together in just a second. So go ahead and pause the video, do the you try. All right, let's check this out together now. Let's see how you did. For this, remember my volume is base times height over 2 times the height of my prism. So this is my area again. Excuse the interruption, goodness. Now, I want the base times the height of my triangle. Here's the triangle. I'm going to say this is my base and this is my height. Notice I have a 90-degree angle right there. So that means one of these sides is my base and one of these is my height. So it doesn't matter which one is which. My volume is going to be 3 times 4 over 2 times my overall height of my prism, which is 7. So this 5 here is not used. It's there just to confuse you or whatever, I guess. Anyway, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 7 is my volume, which is 42 centimeters cubed. And that is how you find the volume of a triangular prism in a few different configurations. Good luck on the homework. Show your work.